They say we have been here for 60,000 years, but it's been much longer. We have been here since time before time began. We have come directly out of the dream time of the creative ancestors. We have lived and kept the earth as it was on the first day. And now from the CFTK TV studios, The Journey, brought to you by Chances Terrace and Sight and Sound. Hi, welcome to The Journey. I'm your host, Robert Pictou. Today's guests, we have Ron Dame and Casey Eyes from the All Nations Center and the Terrace District Community Services. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, welcome.
Now, Ron, on today's segment, what exactly is the All Nations Center?
The All Nations Center is a place where people can gather, of all nations, doesn't matter. They can gather and get together and just fellowship together and get a meal and just be there. So it gives a place for them to get off the street sometimes. During the cold weather, approximately 3 years ago, it was really cold. And there were people that were dying outside because they really didn't have a place to go. So we decided to start something up at the time, and that's the basic of why it was done.
Now the All Nations Centers, for people who do not know, where is it located? Casey, where is actually the All Nations? Where's the?
It's on the corner of Sparks and Davis Street in a building that used to be called the Carpenters Hall.
The Carpenters Hall, and so why was it called the Carpenters Hall?
Well, it was originally owned by the Carpenters, and we were looking for a building at the time. Our church approached us and said, "What are your real needs right now for your soup kitchen?" And our real needs were a place that we could sort of call our own, so that we could do different functions and different programs there. And we didn't have any. We were renting it at the time. And it was just, it came up that the Carpenters, John Hales, wanted to, they were in the process of selling it. And so we were looking for a building, and we looked around town, and that was the only building that really, for us, served our needs. And so the opportunity came up for us to buy it. So we went through our local conference, and they told us to go and look for a building, and we told them we found a building. We got the money came out through our local conference and donations.
Oh, fantastic! Now, for those that don't know, what actually happens at the old Carpenters Hall, Casey? What actually happens there?
Well, at the Carpenters Hall, we have basically two distinct programs. The Seventh-day Adventist Church, who own the building, have their program that they basically tend to on the weekends, and we have a program through the homelessness outreach program that I coordinate, where we look after people's social needs from Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say social needs, I mean, here it is, Terrace. Terrace is, seems to have a lot of wildlife, a lot of things that are available. Food seems to be in abundance. Am I incorrect in that, or?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think what we're looking at is that we tagged on to the All Nations Center there back in December of 2008, when it was determined there was a need for people to get out of the cold weather. And I don't know, 4 months later, it turned out there was such a huge need for people other than the original group that we had intended, that we decided to keep that thing going, because a lot of people were displaced, a lot of people were marginally housed, a lot of people were underhoused, and they were starting to use that as a community gathering center. And so the determination was made at that time that maybe we should try and keep that particular program going and expand upon it after that.
Oh, fantastic. Now, in the building, do you guys serve meals, hot meals or cold meals, or?
As Casey said, there's two distinct programs. Now, the Bread of Life Soup Kitchen operates on Sunday. what we do during the week, we gather all our produce and our bread and everything from Safeway. They donate the day-old produce and everything. And then on Sunday, I take it up to my place, and we store it in our freezers and fridges up at my place, which there's about 10 of them that I keep running all the time. Then on Sunday, I have a group of people, and we bring it down to the center, and then we sort it all out. And everything that is not edible, we throw out at that time, which goes to a person who he uses it for compost. And what is ever good, then at 3 o'clock, the doors are open for people to come in. And then they come in for a bowl of soup, and they come in for some hot chocolate and some donuts and things, that are donated by Tim Hortons. And then they're able to go pick up bread and produce and such as potatoes and sweets and they're able to have that for approximately, and they're able to go home with it and take it home. And then that starts at 3 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock, the program for that day is basically over with, and then we do our cleanup after that. But that's what we do on the Sunday. On Saturday, we do have a program there where people can come in later on in the afternoon, and they can get a meal if they wish, you know. It's a little bit the same with the Saturday program, a little bit the same with what Casey's doing. But what we see now is for 7 days a week, there's a place for people to come in and get something to eat.
Fantastic. Now we got to take a little break. Please stay tuned while we continue to discuss all the services that are available at the All Nations Center.
The Journey will be right back after these messages.